Ho ho boardies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and this is Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, episode 30. We're out of isolation now and we're treated to a double KO at Titty Typhoon. That's right, Hiyoko and Ibuki are dead. We have reason to believe it's an imitation murder, and to solve the crimes we need to check out the movie being played in the theatre next door. How convenient. So we've got to leave this place. I don't think there's any more clues here. And then leave car park. And I think it's this way. And that's the motel. So maybe it's the next one over. Okay, next few over. The Wizard of Monokuma.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case, in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet.
I see.
I see. Then you really should watch this movie first.
Hey!
Hey, manager! A customer's here!
Did you call me?
Yes? Did you call me?
What?
Huh. Hajime's the customer.
Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it. But I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're a real tough guy. You are so devoted to being Tsundere. You even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker. It's nothing.
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on. Since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito?
Stop it. But my resistance was in vain and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker.
See? It's this one.
I'm sorry I was born stupid.
That's...
You bought this for $1.5 million.
But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie.
Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay. Here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it, okay?
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Ah, Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? Why? No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm. Obtain Truth Bullet. Movies invitation ticket has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. Alright. Well, I think I've looked at everything here. It's a video game poster. Looks interesting. That's a promo for the spin-off game, which is funny. I'm definitely going to buy that. Food corner. It's a food shop. A lot of things like popcorn, sandwiches, and drinks are all arranged here. I don't think this pertains to the incident at all. Okay, stop looking at it. Goods corner. That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. Oh yeah, what was that? This one. Looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth, with a decal of Monomi's face on it. That was put on Ibuki. Yeah.
Ah, did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item, only one person can have it.
If the tote bag is gone, that means
What's this?
Whoa there, were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out.
Who'd you sell it to?
You're so
Stupid.
stupid.
There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is.
So the killer bought it.
Ah! Ah!
I remember you saying there was only one because it's a limited item, right?
It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person.
What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another for free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Obtain Truth Bullet. Monokuma's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
well now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait.
This is exciting! Exciting!
Okay, in we go. Theatre time. It's movie time. Bzzzt. Alright.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizards of Monami 2.5D will be screening shortly.
From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D. That sounds so half-arsed.
Now then, please.
Now then.
And enjoy the film.
The Wizards of Monami.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day,
the death rates are
Monokuma was swept up
outpacing
by
the
a tornado
birth rates.
created by a helicopter gunship.
That means to be more
during
young
a
people,
routine
wouldn't it?
Military exercise. And was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change.
So this is going to be a clue as to who the murderer is? Is this from the murderer's perspective? Is the murderer Monokuma?
So he began his journey to see the
Is,
wizard.
is Monokuma playing the role of the
who was
murderer?
rumored to grant any wish one desires.
Okay, forget that.
Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami
okay.
scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monami Tin Man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
So does that mean we are going to have...
A lot of other stuff happened. Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful.
Does that mean we are going to have 3 murders this time?
Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her.
Okay.
With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
The end.
He lived happily ever after. The end.
Yeah, well, that's confusing.
Man, movies are the best! That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, 1 for each head!
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
bye-bye.
Goodbye! Bye-bye!
I'm too disgusted even to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie?
Well,
But... Oops. Thanks to that movie. Now you know, right? Yeah. Just like you said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the Leon's death, the lion's death too. Leon.
but
Thinking with my Umaneka hat. It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now. Or... if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it too, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Obtain Truth Bullet. The Wizard of Monami has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay. We need to go to the hospital. The hospital is there. Is this where I'm supposed to be? Should investigate the lobby first. Okay, I am supposed to be here then.
Well,
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. Okay, that's all you've got to say. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
hey,
yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything.
Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
right.
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little.
Then if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man,
Oh, so someone did it. Someone transmitted something from a different place. Okay.
No, that's impossible.
Oh, maybe it's not.
Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed in the hospital on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
hey,
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model number, model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. Got it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't be able to use it.
You're right, you did work on that. Okay, now can I go in? Or maybe I need to look at this surveillance camera. Surveillance camera on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this. Oh.
Hajime.
Hey Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
that's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation. Yeah, this isn't Ibuki. She climbed that stepladder on of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope and... That's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model.
Ah, hold on.
Well,
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right?
Yeah?
Hmm.
You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed unalivement? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer?
Ibuki committed unalivement.
Nice, saved myself there. What do you think, Shiaki?
There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
If so...
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it.
Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there.
What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden.
She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking it, but did she seem a little upset?
Obtain truth bullet. Surveillance monitor video has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Is the conference room upstairs in the hospital? Hello, Akana.
now then.
Phew. I'm finally getting back to my normal self.
All right.
Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win.
No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey, hey.
Well, I'd never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but... hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan on wearing a hospital gown from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. Ooh, is that a clue? It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns.
Yo.
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so that the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should probably just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit into it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Like,
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. So the conference room is up the stairs. Can I go in there? No. Staff room. Conference room. Well, let me go in the staff room. Oh, I see. This is where I was asleep. This isn't a room for patients. It looks more like an on-call room for hospital staff. But all this cluttered medical equipment makes it look like a storage room. If this is the only on-call room, working at a hospital must be tough work. So, if a room like this exists, that means there used to be people here, right? Seriously, what the heck is going on with this island? Medical equipment and nursing tools. There's a lot of other medical stuff here too. This room looks like it's been used to store equipment. There's nothing particularly particular that catches my eye. Bed. There's a bed. It resembles the one in the patient's room, but these are probably for breaks. Now's not the time to rest. I should go back to investigating. I guess that's pretty much it. Oh. That's the same thing, right? Okay. Well, if... Yeah, that is the same thing. Okay. Out we go. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
'Cause...
If you turn on the light, it's going to be fully exposed. It'll be embarrassing. What's fully exposed?
Hey.
Hey, Hashime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you going to do? Are you going to poke them out? I'm not going to poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Oh, bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Well,
I got it. Got what?
see?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. Oh, was it held up here? Is this where the fake unalivement happened? There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
See? A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light-blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail.
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. Really? Look at all this stuff to look at? It's a fold-in desk. They probably arranged these inside the conference room during meetings. There's nothing that catches my eye. Then the curtain. So this was a light-blocking curtain. That's why it was so pitch black. And there's a window. It's a really big window. The room looks more spacious thanks to that. It's a projector. Well, it's not strange for it to be in a conference room after all. This probably wasn't a clue. I should look somewhere else. Okay. So, when we first saw Ibuki hanging, we couldn't see Hiyoko, and I feel like she must have been covered up, but she was already there. Because there's that weird kind of wallpaper thing that looks like it would go around that pillar and hiding her. Oh, I got it. Obtained hidden Monokuma.
Serious?
Got you, Monokuma. What about these guys then? No. No, I guess they're just there for show. Maybe I should have a look at the rooms just in case there's a don't know, evidence of why there'd be a gown available. Looks like this is an open room. There shouldn't be anyone inside. I should look somewhere else. Okay. No need to investigate. Same Z's. Okay. So maybe I should go back to the music venue? You got anything else to say? Kazuichi? Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed in that as the same thing. Huh? Yeah, no possibility. Right, okay. I'll have a quick look at the place with all the cameras. I'll come back to the Titty Typhoon. Have a look at Electric Avenue first. Anyone here? Voyeur corner. Television corner. Laptop corner. I mean, I feel like... Yeah. Parts corner. Nothing. Laptop corner. They look like they can still be used, but it looks like they're not connected to the internet. I should forget about the Azuma X file for now. I need to focus on the investigation. There's a lot of CRT TVs lined up here. They look really old. It looks like they're not designed for terrestrial digital broadcasting. Not that it matters, it looks like the TV signal isn't reaching here anyway. There's nothing here that might be a clue. Apparently all the machines here are used for things like wiretapping or taking secret videos. The surveillance camera unit used in the incident was one of the Kazuichi obtained here and modified. It looks like a surveillance camera unit that's the same model is no longer available here. Okay. Go back to the Titty Typhoon. It's very difficult to estimate the time of death. But it's not my fault, it's because the music venue is so hot. I got that already, calm down. But if the killer was behind this, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? As long as this is an imitation murder, there's no mistake in the order of the murders. Not just that, I also witnessed it. It should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. As long as we know that, there's no reason for them to cover up the time of death. Even so, why? There's Akane. Hospital gowns are so comfy. If they weren't out of stock, I'd definitely keep wearing them. It looks like there was a gown on each patient's room, in each patient's room, so I figured there'd be more in the unused rooms. But I guessed wrong. I took the time to walk all the way over here to the hospital too. You're not in the hospital. It never occurred to her to just wash the gown she wore? Okay, it's weird. I guess I'm not supposed to be here if they're saying the wrong line. Maybe I should look at the motel, actually. That's what I should look at. Nobody here either. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, third island. Motel. Little music glitch. Oh, here we are. I just remembered I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hiyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone. You're my favourite, Gundam.
So you have a
You're here, right? Come on out. Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hiyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear. And you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Alright, so center room, I've been told.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body?
It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and then when we were going to go to the back of the music venue,
Get it?
You met up with Mikan and me.
and when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hiyoko's body was suddenly there too.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki?
As I recall, didn't you hear me? A body was found. Body? Yeah! Oh yeah, there's Gundam as well. Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all? Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami.
I see.
I see. So Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh?
Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like,
Well, Hiyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us.
That might be it, but...
While we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on, she said Ibuki disappeared.
So, you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there.
Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No. We went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own, looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around a pillar with duct tape.
It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. Which means she was already there. But the fact is, Hiyoko was killed and we did discover her body.
huh?
What? Do you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete.
I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Obtain Truth Bullet. Fuyuhiko's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Let's go in then. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this.
Creak?
It opened, just as I thought. This key was Hiyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. So, Hiyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted. Oh, Sonya. Huh, did the door open? Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. But how are you here? Oh, I see. Ah, see. What, did something happen? No, it is just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? What do you mean? The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in a room. She had another reason. Besides that disease. Oh. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in the room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she'd been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Yoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower. But then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiro is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono. Oh, she didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Yoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiro. That Mahiro kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it. Especially since Mahiro taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Yoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
No, she can't do it.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful.
Oh, and then she went over.
Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be Hiyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Obtain Truth Bullet. Sonia's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Alright. Okay, so there's the bed. Oh, look. I see you, Monokuma.
No.
The bed isn't messed up. Doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Okay. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Oh. Looks like it's time for the class trial.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP!
It's nice that he waits for me to find all the evidence I can before he starts his speech.
I'll see you soon!
It's already time. So this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims in order to find the truth. The only thing I can do is go. Cool. And that's another episode of Borderline Games. We'll find out what's happening at the start of the class trial next time on Danganronpa 2. See you guys. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.